Malaysia Masters 2019 back in Bukit Kuala Lumpur, and the first two matches encounters between Japan and Korea. Both matches went the Japanese way. The third match today is a women's singles. It's TAI Tzu Ying, the #1 seed and world #1 from Chinese Taipei, against Ratchanok INTANON, the defending champion from Thailand. And for the third time today, we see the top seed. And as you can see, we are focusing, of course, on that top match. TAI Tzu Ying from Chinese Taipei against Ratchanok INTANON, the #6 seed from Thailand.
Women's singles quarterfinals, TAI Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei versus Ratchanok INTANON, Thailand.
And here we have TAI Tzu Ying from Chinese Taipei.
Umpire Shailesh Kulkarni, India.
Ratchanok INTANON.
Service judge David Wong Peng Seng, Malaysia.
And what a year TAI Tzu Ying had in 2018. 8 wins in total. She won 6 open events, and then she also won the Asian Championship and the Asian Games. So 8 in total. On top of that, the mini matches she has won and tournaments she has won. She's also won twice the Super Series finals. And here, the extraordinary information for you is the fact that Ratchanok INTANON leads 12-10 in the head-to-head between these two players. And not only that, she has won 4 of the 5 last encounters between these two players. So TAI Tzu Ying is an extremely technical, skilled player, by far the best and most winning player in 2018. However, she only, inverted commas, won 1 major title last year, and that was the Asian Games, top favourite to win the World Championship as well, where she lost the quarter-final. She's playing with a lot of deception, but sometimes perhaps it becomes a little bit too much and erratic for her standard. Here we see her way to this quarter-final, and in the second round against Line Kjærsfeldt of Denmark, she had to go the full distance, winning 21-10 in that third game. The opponent from Thailand is former world champion from 2013 and twice runners-up at the All England, plus part of the very successful team at the Uber Cup for Thailand. A very smooth player, very elegant technique and movement on court. The player in the world with the best statistics against TAI Tzu Ying. And here we see her way to the quarter-final, and as you can see, very easy sailing. 2 straight games in both her matches. The umpire from India is Kulkarni. And the service judge is from Malaysia, and that's David Wong.
Ready to play?
So just going back to the players here, TAI Tzu Ying. As you saw, she is presently #1 in the world, and that's based on 16 tournaments. She has been #1 in the world for 112 weeks so far. First time was the 1st of December 2016. Her opponent from Thailand is presently #8 in the world, and that's based on 18 tournaments. She has been as high as #1 in the world, and that happened on the 21st of April 2016, and she's been #1 in the world for 2 weeks.
Are you ready?
So we're getting ready here, the last few exercises before this very exciting match is going to start.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ratchanok INTANON to serve, and soon it will be love all play.
Thailand. And on my left, TAI Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei. Intanon Ratchanok to serve. Love all. Play.
And I'm delighted to say that I am joined by my Canadian colleague, Charmaine Reid, who presented her country in women's singles and women's doubles in the Olympics in 2004 in Athens. So welcome to you.
Great to be here, Morton. I always enjoy sitting beside you up here, but this is a fantastic game to watch. It could be a final, of course, but both of these players move beautifully around the court, and their technique is phenomenal. So these are some of the best two in the world.
Absolutely. Sometimes I must say I keep wondering why, you know, Ratchanok INTANON is only, inverted commas again, only number 8 in the world, but that just shows the fierce competition in women's singles these days.
Oh, it's all up for grabs now, and it is. It's very exciting because it can be any country or any given day one of these players can win.
Absolutely.
Beautiful shot, cross-court. Ratchanok INTANON had the big opening right there. Just watch, gets right behind it. Superb shot.
Yeah, it's still early stages. I think both of them needs to settle in a bit, but that was a beautiful shot. Also interesting to see if the wind is going to play any part in this match. What do you think about that? How do you reckon that will?
Well, the wind is coming a little bit behind TAI Tzu Ying, gives her a little bit more power on this side, wants to hit down, but both of them have played many times in this facility, so I think they can adapt pretty quick.
4-2.
So this is a repeat of last year's final, where Ratchanok INTANON won in 3 thrilling games. It was a fantastic match to watch, and she won 21-16, 14-21, and in the deciding one she won 24-22. It was so close, and I remember I was watching it, and you could see how nervous Ratchanok INTANON was at the end when she had to serve and so on. She desperately wanted to win that one.
4-5.
And that's the thing, when you can pull it off, when you're still making those mistakes at the end and able to pull it off, that
It shows something, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I got to talk to her on the bus ride over here before her match, and she just we know each other so well out on court. It can go either way today, but she felt pretty confident, and again, just they played each other 22 times. This is the 23rd time, so...
Can you believe it? But that was an awesome shot there by Ratchanok this time. That's beautiful. Perfect attack of the net there by Ratchanok INTANON.
Really pushed her deep into the forehand, got her caught. Came in nice and quick. Right there.
3 in a row. Well played. So every single tournament that TAI Tzu Ying goes into, she goes in as the top favourite. Would you agree with me on that?
7-6.
Yeah, she's held that #1 spot for quite some time, and yeah, always a favorite. Always, when her shots are on, she's unstoppable. It's when she starts making the mistakes, and that's sometimes she's stubborn and keeps trying it over and over again, and that's when it can creep in.
Absolutely, I do agree with you on that. But she, you know, I thought she would win the World Championship. I thought she would win the World Tour Finals as well in December in Guangzhou. Even in Guangzhou, she did not even get to the semi-final. She did not get out of the group. Just shows how competitive it was.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're right. She is missing the big ones, the World Championships in Dubai. She did miss out the Worlds when she was on the top back in 2017. She played the University Games, so I think she would have been favorite going into that. But now that's extra pressure too to see her win those big ones.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. It's 8-7. Make it 8-all between these two players.
A lucky one for TAI Tzu Ying on that. Just hits a tape and tumbles over.
Over. 9-10.
And tried for another one at the net. Too close, and now Ratchanok INTANON ties it up at 10 apiece. Well, there's TAI Tzu Ying. She turns her shoulder so much on that one. She has that deception on all the corners and places it beautifully to the net. Watch a slice. Straight shot.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, too low and into the net by TAI Tzu Ying. Again, just neck and neck.
Beautiful play there by Ratchanok. But I think the interesting thing is that I think they match one another so well when it comes to movement on the court, when it comes to these technical skills. But I think that Ratchanok has got a slight advantage in terms of her height, and therefore she's got a little bit better reach, and maybe that's one of the reasons behind the fact that she is having such a good statistics against TAI Tzu Ying.
Yes, that little extra the height and the angles that she's
able to play.
13-11.
That's 4 points in a row for Ratchanok INTANON, but you see she's walking around a little bit more confident at this moment.
Yeah, but I think that was a late follow-up by Ratchanok. She played this one beautiful, but she's getting late for that one. She will not be able to brush it off of the net, and she should have followed that shot a little bit better, in my opinion. But of course, we will never know, as it never came over.
Saving her energy.
I will.
Too much out the side. It's 6 points in a row for Ratchanok INTANON. Just talking to her before she arrived Tuesday night. She was playing university matches and for her team, and then she had to play Wednesday morning. So dealt with that pretty well, and
she did. That's quite amazing. But mind you, Bangkok is not too far away from Kuala Lumpur. It's about 2 hours flight.
Well, it was 11-10 at the break for TAI Tzu Ying. Ratchanok INTANON now leading 18-11. Seems to be slipping away from TAI Tzu Ying, Morten.
It is. There's no doubt about that. See, she's losing a little bit of patience. I think she's going for shots. And, you know, when you play Ratchanok, you have to be patient. You have to work, move her around on the court. Perhaps make her a little bit tired.
Opening the court on that. Easy put away, goes cross.
Game point 12.
Yeah, what a demanding lead here. Game point. 8 in total so far. 20, game point 12. And it's just in 12 minutes. I would never have anticipated that.
Back and forth at the beginning, but now Ratchanok INTANON just took it away after the break.
Service over. 13-20.
Comes second time of asking. 21-13. Ratchanok INTANON takes this opening game quite easily, I would say, considering that she's playing world number 1.
Yeah, she really got, again, right after that break, she looked confident out there, and Ratchanok INTANON just did the job.
these amazing statistics in 2018 for TAI Tzu Ying. She only lost the first and second round twice. No quarterfinals, one semi-final. She lost the final twice, and then she won 6 finals. And as I mentioned, on top of that, she won the Asian Championships and the Asian Games as well. So 8 tournaments in total in 1 year. That's pretty awesome by TAI Tzu Ying.
Second game, level. Play. One love.
Beautiful shot by TAI Tzu Ying. That's what she needed, that long rally to get back into this match.
Well, I don't know what you think, but I felt that she was really opting the pace here, TAI Tzu Ying. She was really adding on some more pace and pressure, and that's why she was able to open it up in such a good way as what she did.
And I think that's what you're going to see a little bit more of. She's going to try to probably extend the rallies, pick up the pace, and she needs to do something different from the first game.
And that's where the drift comes in handy for her, that she can punch her clears a little bit more.
3-1.
Excellent placement cross court. Turns her shoulder so much.
5-2.
Yeah, as you can see, she got the shoulder completely facing the net, so she can play any shot and she can play this so disguised. And this is a very, very unusual situation here, where Ratchanok INTANON was missing that one. She was jumping too soon.
6-2. Service over. 3-6.
And there was good control there
4-6.
by INTANON, but there, exactly that shot when she's lifting that cross court. She had an option there. She could have just played that spinning net shot and really adding on the pressure, but that's where I sometimes think that Ratchanok is playing it a little bit too safe. She tends to flick it to the back line and then, you know, okay, let's go for another one. She had that opportunity there.
On court 3, Women's doubles quarterfinal match number 28. Nikita Madewi Istarani, Rizky Amelia Pradipta, Indonesia versus Misaki Matsutomo, Ayaka Takahashi, Japan. Umpire Berta Garcia.
Yeah, you're right, Morton, on the TAI Tzu Ying, when she's really popping that clear rate to the back, she feels more confident doing it on this side.
Definitely, but I still think that the lead she's got, 7-5, is still, it's a lead, but it's kind of just even, isn't it? Oh, she's made some mistakes on that.
Just a miss hit, looks up at the light on that.
Service over. 6-7.
And it is very interesting for Ratchanok INTANON here. She had such a good start. She actually won this tournament last year in January. And that was the only tournament in the whole year she won. She had 4 losses in the first and second round, 4 quarterfinals, 3 semi-finals, 1 final where she lost, and then 1 win. So that was the only one she won. That was this one last year.
Was this, wow.
Beautiful play.
Service over. 8-7.
So have you noticed that both the players, they favour to play that attack down to the forehand side, into the deep forehand corner. And you know, when you start playing as a junior or even younger than that, you know, you spend so many years, hours, days, whatever, to try to cover that backhand. And suddenly, as you've done that to perfection, it's coming into the other corner.
That's right. You always have to keep guessing on that, but
Yeah.
absolutely.
Service over. 8-10.
But it shows that these two women here, these two players, they play perfect backhands as well. So whatever you do, you know, they can get out of trouble so easily.
Nice and relaxed. I mean, both their styles, it's incredible to watch. It's so fluent, so graceful out on court, and even that fast drop to the net, the backhand, or they can clear it.
That's a poor shot by INTANON there, but she got away with it.
9-10.
Tried for the cross too much.
10-all.
Ratchanok INTANON, as you mentioned, she won last year, and Victor Axelsen. Those are the only 2 that are left in the tournament that they could
retain the title.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Great thought, bad execution at the net.
That shows a little bit of lack of patience, doesn't it? From TAI Tzu Ying here. As you said, she was there. She didn't have to play it so tight. And here we got confirmation of 11-10 in 10 minutes.
都加啲撚啊！你咩得我啦？咩得我啦？加隻教咁難得啊！嚇？啲人咧？係啊，呢家最慘嘅。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Thank you, thank you.
11-10. Play.
That's not something you see so often.
10.
Trying to look at Ratchanok here. Look at that. Jumping, two-leg jump, and then going for that smash down the line. That's not something you see so often in women's singles.
No, not at all. But she's working that in. You noticed I noticed at the beginning of the game she did a jump drop as well. So a little change up.
Service over. 11-13.
This year is obviously a very, very special year. It's the year before the Olympics in 2020 in Tokyo, but it's also the year where players are fighting so hard to qualify.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're seeing it right now. This is when it's starting. They want to get the seeds. They want to get prepared for the Olympic qualifying. So every tournament now counts towards getting set up for starting in May for the qualifying.
Yeah, it's all about being in position. That will be very, very important. When the qualification period starts, that will be the 1st of May.
And it's all about calculations, trying to figure it out. Being the best in your country as well, or you take top 2 in the top 8. So not just around the world, but also competing sometimes against your teammates as well.
Yeah, of course, when you look at Japan, there's a fierce competition. China, fierce competition. But of course, TAI Tzu Ying looks fairly safe to
Right,
go.
yes,
But,
yeah.
but then, as you say, it's all about positioning herself in the seeding. So everything counts. Absolutely everything counts.
Service over. 15-13.
TAI Tzu Ying really just struggling in this game, trying to go for the lines, making a few unforced errors that really not into it as like other games. Today, Ratchanok INTANON looks confident out there.
She looks very, very confident, very composed.
And when those go over, it's so dangerous, but again, just a little off.
It looks like it's going to be a repeat of last year's final here in this quarter-final. I think Ratchanok INTANON looks really, really strong. 18-13 up.
Service over. 14-18.
again into the net.
Service over.
Ratchanok up by 5 points. Looks like she'll have 13 wins against TAI Tzu Ying.
Can you believe it?
Incredible. She's really giving the height too on the clears on this side.
Yeah, she makes sure that she's back into defensive position, and now she's got 6 match points, 20 match point 14 for Ratchanok INTANON here in the picture. And here it comes, first time of asking. In usual style, Ratchanok INTANON is thanking the crowd, the fans here in the stadium.
Match won by INTANON Ratchanok.
And she is
21-13,
winning very, very
21-14.
comfortably today. One of perhaps her easiest wins against TAI Tzu Ying ever. It took only 29 minutes and she was winning 21-13, 21-14. So the defending champion safely